Hello all and welcome to All Red. It is another big match, of course, for Liverpool as they seek to come back home and right some wrongs, get a win, and continue on in this incredible campaign against Wolves at the weekend on Sunday. Obviously, Arsenal will have already played on Saturday. They have to go away to Leicester, which I think could be a little bit tricky for them. Have I ever told you how much I rate Leicester at home, especially just the way that they're playing this season? Very inspired, right? But no, we look ahead to Wolverhampton Wanderers coming to Anfield. We are going to break down the starting 11 projections, and I'm going to give you my score predictions for the match as well. So stick around for that, and I'd love to hear what you think in the comments, because this is the channel that is all Liverpool all the time. It's all red. Please hit that like button and consider subscribing as we continue to cover the best club in the entire world. Let's start at the back. By the way, I'm adding a new feature here. It's the last 5 for each team, the last 5 matches in the Premier League for each team. You can see that Wolves are not in the best form. They did have a big win last time out against Aston Villa, at home. It was a 2-0 win to Villa, which, Villa they just haven't been great this season. But a 2-0 win for Wolves, that was a huge win because they are in a relegation battle, currently 2 points above that relegation zone. So Wolves are going to be coming in fighting for their lives, essentially, their Premier League lives. And Liverpool's form, you can see, is okay. 2 draws in the last 5, 3 wins. And we all know what happened against Everton, and we don't need to revisit that at all. So I'm going to start at the back. It's Alisson Becker, of course, coming back in to shore up that back line. It's his position whenever he's fit in the biggest games, so no question there. And then it's going to be Van Dijk and Konate, of course. Again, no questions there. I think Trent Alexander-Arnold comes back in. Connor Bradley has just looked a little shaky recently when he has played. I think he offers a lot moving forward, like going forward into attack, but it's just been a little shaky at the back. Decision-making, passing, he's just been a little poor, maybe a little rusty. I love Connor Bradley. I love what he offers, his crunching tackles, but I think Trent needs to come back in and maybe just calm us down a little bit, help us more in possession, and maybe offer a little bit more, spraying that ball around the field. And then I think it's Andy Robertson as well. I think Robbo has proved that this is his position now. He is the starting left back for Liverpool Football Club. And I think he's come in and he's done pretty well in the last couple weeks, as I think he's kind of figured out the slot system in a way. And I think he's really been much better than he was at the beginning of the season. So there's our back line. I think that is currently our best back 4, especially back 5 with Alisson in there as well, of course. All right, it's Grav and McAllister. Listen, I don't know why Gravenberch came off early in that match against Everton. Could have been to maybe save him some legs or avoid injury, as that game was very, very chippy. And so Gravenberch comes back in, McAllister comes back in. Honestly, apart from the solid goal and assists, I thought McAllister was Liverpool's best player in that game against Everton. Obviously, he scored that header, but was just everywhere. Whenever we needed to tackle, whenever we needed to calm down in possession moving forward, McAllister was there, and he just has that calming presence about him. And I really, really like what I'm seeing from him. He is just so solid, so consistent, and he is going to be in for every important match moving forward for Liverpool. Okay, it's going to be Szoboszlai. Obviously, no Curtis Jones in this one after the just stupid red card. And I mean stupid from a Michael Oliver perspective. Did he have an option? I don't know. I mean, it was a clear shove in the back. Curtis Jones basically knew what he was doing, and I'm okay with it. All right, the Scouse lad did what he needed to do, and we move on without him for a game. It's totally fine. Szoboszlai in on this one. Sobo was okay against Everton. Had a great shot from distance that nearly led to a goal. But Szoboszlai back in here. Again, I think he's been playing really, really well lately. and we're going to need his legs. We're going to need his tireless running in this one against a Wolves team that's going to be clawing for their Premier League lives. Okay, this is where it gets a little interesting. Who is in the front three? Well, obviously, it's going to be Mohamed Salah. You cannot bench him right now. He is undroppable. And then, Cody Gakpo did not look very good at all against Everton. He looked slow. He looked maybe a little banged up. And I have not seen his name on the injury report, so I'm assuming he is good to go. I do not really want to see Luis Diaz on the left. I know he's better on the left than through the middle, but I want to see Cody Gakpo in this one. If Wolves try to pack it back in, right, and just defend at the back, we need Cody Gakpo's long-distance shots. So I want Gakpo in on this. And then here's kind of the surprise pick, I think. It's not a big surprise, but it's like, okay, who do you pick up top? Diaz, Darwin, or Jota? And I'm going with Jota. I think you saw the difference, right? When Jota came in, it's not like he, changed the game against Everton, but you could see the creativity, you could see the intelligence, right? The mindset of Jota versus a Luis Diaz. Just the way that Jota is able to weave in and out, keep the defense guessing, and always kind of have that dangerous edge to his game. Obviously, he didn't score. When he came in, he wasn't all that great, but you could see the difference, right? And I think Arne Slot is going to want that from the get-go against Wolves. I think he wants a player of Jota's caliber up top. We just need to start scoring goals. We need to start putting chances away against teams like Wolves. Now, obviously, on the opposite end of things, we're going to have to look out for Cunha. He is definitely Wolves' most dangerous player, and I think Cunha could come into Anfield maybe looking to prove a little something to Arne Slot of like, hey, I want you to notice me. I'm going to put in a really solid effort. Maybe I get a goal against Liverpool, and I turn Arne Slot's head a little bit, maybe thinking about bringing me in the summer. So I think Cunha will have some ulterior motives to really put in a good performance against our defense. So we're going to need to be really sharp against this Wolves team. Now, that being said, I do expect that this is a game Liverpool should win. Obviously, everybody knows that. But is it a foregone conclusion? No. This is the Premier League, and anything can happen at any time. And we saw that against Everton, all right? And we saw that against Newcastle. When you think you've got the game in the bag, until that final whistle blows, you just don't know, okay? So here's my score prediction. I'd love to know what you think. I know I don't like this, but I think Wolves could get a goal at Anfield. Our defense recently has just not looked up to a clean sheet, right? And I think with Cunha being a very, very dangerous attacking option for Wolves, I think they could get one goal. But I think Liverpool have a comfortable 3-1 victory, the classic 3-1 that we're so used to. And I'll go as far to say, obviously, I think Salah is going to score. I'm going to say Jota gets a goal. And who's going to get the third? I'm going to say it's a Salah penalty. How about that? So 2 for Salah, 1 for Jota. And I would love to know what you guys think in the comments. Get your score predictions in. And did you disagree with any of my starting 11? As always, guys, let's go up the Reds, continue to get 3 points, and build that 7-point cushion against the rest of the league. Every single match from now on, we're going to be counting down, right? We've got 14 matches left. Every single win gets us that much closer to that Premier League trophy. Let's go, boys.